My overtime, his basketball league,
My podiatrist and her PT.
his colonoscopy.
Her allergist.
We need to be in 2 places at once, which is no problem, because the Iowa Clinic has over 40 specialties all in one place. So when our doctors want to coordinate our care, they just talk to each other.
Our doctors work together to figure out the best care for us, so we can go back to our busy lives, juggling our doctors, our careers.
Our grandchild.
Care how you want it. Visit iowaclinic.com.
What's up, guys? Welcome into the Cyclone Fanatic Game Day pregame show brought to you by our friends at the Iowa Clinic. Iowa State taking on West Virginia at the top of the hour out in Morgantown. Iowa State coming in ranked number 11. West Virginia winners of 4 of their last 6 games. They've won 3 of their last 5 in the Big 12 after starting out 0-5 in Big 12 play. This is going to be an interesting game, I think, for Iowa State. I will fully admit I don't think I have a very good feeling. Well, I know I don't have a very good feeling going into this one from an Iowa State perspective. I hope that I'm wrong, but I think there's some concerning things from a metric standpoint, from a style of play standpoint, that give me pause about this for Iowa State going into Morgantown. First things first, I mean, I think if this game boils down to 3 keys for Iowa State, the first one is going to be keeping West Virginia off the foul line. There's nobody in the conference better at getting to the free throw line than West Virginia. This year, they've got 2 of the top 5 guys in getting to the free throw line across the entire league. Joe Toussaint, Kedrion Johnson are both guys who can get to the foul line at a very prolific rate if you allow them to play downhill and start attacking the rim. Iowa State is one of the worst teams in the country at putting people on the free throw line from a statistical standpoint. They have to do a good job of trying to avoid that tonight. We know the way that Iowa State plays physically against teams. This is one of those games that feels like it could have 50 foul calls in it. I expect it to probably be a pretty long one. And there's going to be a whole bunch of free throws shot in this game. Iowa State has to figure out a way to keep that discrepancy from getting too wide. You know, West Virginia has times where they're shooting 30 or 35 free throws in a game. They're in the top 10 nationally in free throws attempted per game. You got to keep that number as low as you possibly can. If you can keep it to 20 and you can figure out a way, if you're Iowa State, to get to the line 15 times and score 15 points at the line and you only losing there by 5, you got to feel pretty confident about that moving forward. The second one, West Virginia is number 2 in the league in offensive rebounding rate. Iowa State's one of the best rebounding teams in the Big 12. And does a great job of creating those second opportunities on the offensive glass on their own end. Whoever wins that battle on the glass. I think that's going to go a long ways. Obviously, too, these things can kind of be connected when when you give up those offensive rebounds. You get people into rotations, you get people guarding people they normally wouldn't be guarding, or you get guys down low with in some advantageous opportunities. Sets you up to get put into foul trouble. So tonight for Iowa State, keep people off the foul line, crash the hell out of the glass. Got to be able to clean it up. Got to win those 2 areas. And then the last one, when West Virginia has played really well, Eric Stevenson, the 6'4" guard, he's played at South Carolina, Washington, Wichita State, and now West Virginia in his career. 6'4" guard, shooting 38% from 3 on the year, but only 25% from deep in Big 12 play. He has scored 15-plus in each of their last 4 games, had 31 against Auburn, went 7 of 10 from 3 in that game, and then had 34 against Oklahoma, with 6 of 11 from 3 in that game. In their last 2, those are their last 2 home games, so he's 13 of 21 from 3 in their last 2 home games. And when he has played really well and has been able to get comfortable and knock down some shots early in games, that's when you've seen West Virginia really play its best basketball of the year. So obviously has to do a good job on him early in the game, make him uncomfortable, try and knock him off balance, and keep him from being able to get into the flow of the game right off the bat, and be able to knock down a couple of easy ones. So if Iowa State can keep them off the free throw line, if you can own the boards, then I think, you're going to give yourself an opportunity. I don't know that I feel super confident in it, but I think that, again, a lot of West Virginia's offense is coming from that ability to get to the free throw line and that ability to play downhill. If you can do that, then you're going to go a long way towards being able to go on the road and get a big win. It would be a huge win here for Iowa State, because I think that there's going to be a lot of teams that go into Morgantown in the second half or in this last stretch that probably don't leave with wins. So we'll see. About 32 minutes or a little bit more than 30 minutes from tip out there in Morgantown. Chris Williams will talk to you guys after the game on the Instant Reaction podcast. I'll have a column for you guys late tonight after the game. and we'll talk to you guys again soon.